Was It Even Real is the debut album from Olivia O'Brien, who joins us here in San Francisco. Welcome back to the Bay.
Thank you.
Northern California.
Yep.
I know Napa people like to say they're not part of the Bay.
No, we like to say we are part of the Bay, and people from the Bay are like, no, you're not.
That's so funny. I got friends from Napa, and they're like, oh, you Bay Area people.
Ew, are they from like Yountville or like St. Helena or something?
No, like literally Napa.
Oh, well, we don't claim them.
Okay, well, welcome home then.
Thanks.
This is quite the fortuitous day as well.
Yeah.
Today, at the time of this filming, your debut album is out.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's really cool. San Francisco's my favorite city in America, if not the world. I went and sat on Hippie Hill today and just like laid there in the grass, and it was like just, I don't know, I felt so peaceful. I was like, this is a great way to spend like my album release day.
Yeah. Was San Francisco like kind of your second home?
Oh yeah, it was like, I mean, in Napa you can't really, there's nothing to do, so if I wanted to do anything, we would have to come to the city. So.
Yeah.
Did you guys know I'm from technically the Bay Area though? I'm from Napa, so like it counts, I swear. Actually, funny story. The first show I saw at this venue was Cody Simpson.
Debut albums are always said to be this lifetime in the making, but not so much in this particular case in some respects, right?
Well, kind of. I mean, I feel like I've definitely been working towards this since I started like professionally making music. I mean, when I've been making music, writing songs since I was a kid, but I didn't really start actually doing it professionally until after I Hate You, I Love You came out. So yeah, I think, but since then, it's definitely, I've been working towards this for the past like 3.5, maybe 4 years.
But subject matter wise, a lot of it inspired by your personal relationships and things like that, right?
Yeah.
And that's what's really resonated with a lot of people. How difficult was it to just pour yourself out into some of this material? Because you have to be very vulnerable.
Yeah. It's a lot easier for me now. Well, I mean, it's not that it's easy, like it's hard and it's almost like embarrassing. Like you feel like, oh my gosh, like my feelings are out in the world, like everyone can just judge this, but it just is natural to me. Like I've just been doing this forever and writing songs, putting my emotions on paper in the form of a song since I was like literally 7 years old. So it feels like I almost don't know anything else. I don't know any other way. Like this is my therapy. This is how I get stuff out. So
yeah. What about the aspect of now that you've been doing this for a while? Obviously, you broke out with the collaboration with Nash, and you did things with G-Eazy and some others. What are some of the things that you took away from those experiences, the professionalism or the songwriting process? Or
I don't know. I think, well, with I Hate You, I Love You, that was like my collaboration with Nash. That was the first song I'd ever recorded, really. And he was the first person I ever collaborated with, technically the first like producer I ever worked with because he produced the song. So I definitely learned a lot from that experience. And after that I started, working with other producers and random people, and I had to literally learn the industry just like as a 15-year-old girl. Like I had no idea what I was doing, and I already had this hit song, and I like had to like learn what to do.
what about some of the people that you've wrote about or helped inspire some of this music? I mean, does that even come into play in terms of, oh gosh, what are they going to think or anything like that?
Well, most of this album, like pretty much, I think like 8 out of the 10 songs or something like that, or maybe 7 are about one guy, and he knows. I was friends with his brother, and I would send his brother the songs after I made them, and
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I'm sure he's heard them even before they're out. It's just the guy that I wrote my song R.I.P. about, I actually invited him to my show in New York when I was there, because we were there at the same time. And I literally looked at him while I sang it. I think it's funny. I asked him to be in the music video.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because by the time a song comes out, usually I'm writing about a breakup or something that hurt me or whatever. So the relationship's probably already over unless I rekindle something or whatever. But usually the relationship's kind of already over. So then by the time the song comes out, it's been over for so long that I don't even care anymore. Yeah. And I'm just hey, I wrote this song about you. What's up?
Out of all the songs on the album, which is the most personal to you?
I mean, they're all really personal to me. I'd say Purple World, maybe, or We Lied to Each Other. They're all really personal to me. I mean, I just, like I said, writing is my
Yeah,
thing. So
yeah,
I only write songs because they are personal to me.
Have you ever broken down while?
Oh yeah.
performing
Oh my
a
god.
particular song?
Yeah, I cry literally every time I'm in a session.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. Well, when I'm writing something about something sad, like my song "Just a Boy," that one was just more of a fun song. It wasn't like a sad thing really. So I just obviously didn't cry in that session, but like with Purple World or like Inhibition and stuff like that, like I definitely like gets emotional.
Yeah. This is a hometown show, pretty much, right? And you performed at Outside Lands last year. Performing in the Bay Area is a special thing, I think, just in general.
Yeah, even if you're not from
Right.
here,
Yeah.
like crowds here are so lit.
Yeah. And so what type of extra things are you planning for your performance, and how do you think you'll grow as a performer? Because, you know, writing songs in your bedroom is one thing, and then performing them, interpreting them live is another.
Yeah.
And you've talked about not wanting to do choreography because it can get boring sometimes, like doing the same thing every night.
Yeah, it's not even that it's I mean, it can get boring to do the same thing over and over again, like, or more like tedious rather than boring, like just having to repeat yourself. But I don't know. I mean, I like to think that my live shows are very like chill, because I know that if I didn't give myself room to mess up, I would mess up even more. And like I want to be able to, you know, make a mistake and be able to say like, sorry, like didn't mean to do that.
Yeah.
Like I'm not the type of person to just like brush it off and pretend it didn't happen. Like I'll like acknowledge it and be like, sorry, like forgot the words. Like
So you'll do the choreography, you'll stumble, and you'll be like, "Oops,
yeah.
can we do that again?"
Yeah, it's just for me. It's about like being a real person on stage and not a robot, and just like kind of doing whatever I want. And if I f up, then I f up, and whatever.
Yeah. Are you still throwing up? Have you thrown up at all?
No, that was like when I was a little kid, and I used to be a dancer, so like I would get off stage after like my dance recitals, and I would like be so nervous that I would throw up. Or like I used to do musicals. It was like that kind of thing. But I haven't, since I've been like doing performances like as a singer and an artist, I haven't been that nervous yet. So
Yeah. Congrats on all the recognition and this album, and
thank you.
looking forward to the show tonight.
Yeah, thanks.
Great to meet you.
You too.
Awesome. It's Olivia O'Brien. Was It Even Real is her debut album. You're watching B-Sides on Air.